Big Z Reviews. Hellraiser is yet another reboot sequel with the same name as the original horror classic. And again, it's pretty good. You know, it definitely doesn't meet the level of the original Hellraiser, but it's a good movie.
6 sides, 6 configurations. It opens up and it cuts you. And then they come to collect.
It's time.
So going into this, I'm not a huge Hellraiser fan. I've seen all of them, but like after 2, they're all pretty mediocre. But like 1 and 2 are great, and this one kind of like is interesting because it's like faithful to the original story, and it's also kind of faithful to the movies, and it's kind of it's interesting because it does the whole, like, it kind of explains everything, but it has to make sure that if you've never seen a Hellraiser movie, it has to, like, kind of explain everything that's going on, and it does some interesting stuff. I think the only problem is, like, the main character is Odessa Azion, and, like, she is the one that, like, first, like, opens the box, but like, they do interesting stuff with her, like, having, like, the whole idea you have to, like, you either, if not you, then someone else, that you have to, like, you have to sacrifice other people, and she accidentally sacrifices her brother, and, like, then she has to try for a way to bring him back, but, like, it's, like, it's funny, the designs for them this time around, for Cenobites this time around, is interesting. In the original, it's all, like, a lot of, like, leather and stuff. And this time, they kind of, like, they use their own skin as, like, the leather. And it's, like, really cool designs. And they also have, like, Jamie Clayton is, like, the new, like, priest, the new Pinhead. And she is great in this role. And I think that, like, the actual, like, the human characters are all kind of stupid. And it's funny, too, I feel like some of the Cenobites are almost like they kind of just, like, stalk the human characters, and it's like they're so slow, and I'm just, like, at some point I'm like, okay, there's more than that, kind of slowly walking towards them, but then they kind of did one time, they did, like, the Cenobite then went really fast and ran after him, like, okay, so that made for a fun moment. And they have, like, a lot of, like, returning versions of the Cenobites, and David Bruckner, I think he did pretty good. But he directed this, and he did pretty good with this new reboot cool, or whatever you call them, like reboot sequel. And it's an interesting continuation of the Hellraiser series. Like, I definitely could see more movies in this vein because it's interesting. It's weird though that it's only on Hulu again. It's like Prey. And I feel like both these movies could have made the millions of dollars at the box office. But I don't know, I guess Disney wants to put them on Hulu instead. So I don't mind and watch it at home, I'm fine with that. But it's an interesting film. It doesn't have the the original Hellraiser is so interesting and so different. Like with how the house and like the woman is trying to bring back the brother of the husband that they had the affair with, and like he's just like a bunch of meat, but like the more people she kills, like he eats, the more he becomes like a natural person. Like there's so much great stuff with that original, and it doesn't do that, but like it does some interesting stuff, with how like with like this rich guy that previously opened the puzzle box and did all the sacrifices, but didn't get what he wanted. He got tricked by them. What he thought, like, is, oh, be careful what you wish for. And so, like, there's some really fun stuff, like, because like they have this, he has this like mansion that was designed to like trap the Cenobites and to get them to do his wishes, kind of, and they kind of go there. And there's some fun bits here. Like, I enjoyed it. I didn't like love it, but it's a good kind of, and it's not that scary. And I think like they do the whole kind of gore and and like torture stuff, and but I think it's a lot of it is almost like so quick, like it's not actually that like horrifying. But I mean, it's good. I would give like a 7 out of 10. But thanks for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can subscribe down below. Thanks.